Hello there and welcome back. So the other day I was browsing the Reddit and for whatever reason this Wolfstack came into my attention and I decided why not try to deploy it on my virtual machines. Maybe I can get out something of it. And I have been mostly using CentOS machines which have the cockpit management platform, so to speak. And this is similar to it, but it also has some additional features. So I want to show you how you can install it. Let's increase it. We are going to need the CentOS 10 machine and the Ubuntu 24 machine, which is good. Let me turn on my lights so you can see my pretty face. So how do we install it? On Ubuntu machines, it's pretty straightforward. So there is an install script which you have to copy paste, and it is going to detect that this is a Ubuntu Debian system. Everything is going to be installed like pretty perfectly. It has some configuration items which you need to select, like the bind address, the port for the web UI, and so on and so forth, but it should be able to install everything that you need. The tricky part is going to be the CentOS machine, because the moment you decide you copy paste the install script, it detects that this is a Fedora real distribution, but it is going to have a trouble finding a couple of basically packages. And in order to install these packages, what you can do is to install the Apple release and enable the CRB package, basically. But this is not going to solve your problems. So while it's installing, we are going to go back here and we are going to enable on Ubuntu server the LAN discovery, and it is going to download the installer. It is using Rust behind the scenes. So once this is installed, what we can do on the CentOS system is to try and rerun the installer. And it is going to have a trouble finding a package which is the Camu system Arch 64. And this is what we are going to fix. So to fix it, you have to use wget to download this setup.sh. And in the setup.sh, you are going to search for the Camu system ARCH 64. And you are going to replace it with Camu KVM. And now sudo bash setup.sh. And it should fix the issue, or rather allow it to find the appropriate packages. And here on the Ubuntu system, it is asking for us for the dashboard port, which is 8553. And we want to listen on every address, and we want to start Wolfstack now. Good. So on the Ubuntu system, it is now installed. On the CentOS system, it is being installed. So if I go back in Safari and on HTTP, I reach Ubuntu 24, 8553. You can see that I am able to log in. And I am using the local user to log in. And I don't want to update or listen to the password, but this is how the web interface looks like. And I think it's a pretty neat and good idea. And it looks good. So here on the Wolfstack, when you install it standalone, you will see the instance which is running Wolfstack. And you can select the instance, you can see the CPU usage, memory usage. It is going to update every 5 or 10 seconds, and the disk usage. And if you want, you can open the terminal, and you are going to be root in the terminal. So let's ping google.com, and ping is not available, but if you issue help, this is kind of like a BusyBox setup. So on the CentOS machine, we want to enable LAN auto discovery. It is going to install Rust. And while it's installing, let's see what it has to offer. So it has some kind of app store, which allows you to install AdGuard, other apps that you may want to use. It also have an issue scanner. And if you want, you can check that this machine has like a critical issue. You can use apt upgrade to resolve this issue. So basically this says that the packages are out of date. You have the global view, which is going to show you the nodes, WolfNet peers, LXC, Docker, and VMs. You have the server room, which is pretty neat, like 3D view of your data center, although it's running in parallels. I think it's a pretty awesome concept, and it seems that they put a lot of effort into bringing this alive. You can create different types of workflows. So basically, check disk space, you got the items, you define an action. For example, you want to use a cleanup if the disk space is running low, and so on and so forth. You have the Wolf agents, which is basically this AI stuff. I'm not sure how involved you are in this AI era, or use agents like Codex, ChatGPT, OpenAI, whatever. But I myself find myself using more and more ChatGPT for coding. It's not like, please ChatGPT, give me a solution for my problem. It's like I am trying to solve something, and I ask for advice in small steps. And it works kind of okay or pretty neatly. You also have this cluster browser. Basically, if you had like a cluster of Wolfstack instances, you could use them. You can also manage the database and manage VMs and whatnot. So here on the CentOS machine, it is asking the same questions, whether we want to start Wolfstack, and I'm going to use the systemctl disable now firewall D to stop the firewall. And if I go in the browser to the HTTP CentOS 10 8553, you can see that I am able to log into this instance. So basically, now we have two separate Wolfstack instances running. If I want, I can connect them together. So if I go to the Ubuntu server and go under settings, I should be able to, which one is it? Config, reverse proxy. Oh, no, this one. So this service join token is this one. So if I want to join that server, what I can do is to select this token, and I can say that, okay, please use the default stack, paste the join token, Ubuntu 24, and that is the port. And I was able to add the Ubuntu server. And now in the dashboard, you can see that I have the Ubuntu 10 and CentOS 10, but it is not going to join the other stack. And here, if I select this one, I am able to browse basically the different components which are available on the remote server. So maybe I will dedicate a couple more videos to this stack because it looks really promising. But for now, this was all I wanted to show you. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.